Okay, golf nerds, as promised, we're going to be talking about some lateral flexion today. This is the pelvis. This is the center of mass line for the spine, base of the sacrum right here, and some of this lateral flexion going on, okay? This is where the floating rib is, okay? So if you kind of go to the side and kind of scoop underneath with your middle index finger, you're going to be able to understand where that direction of where that floating rib is, okay? This is really important to understand. If you're not really understanding the micro movements and what stretches and what strengthening you can do, how do you expect to keep this junction healthy? This is where all the disc fusions happen, the microdiscectomies, and all those goodies that give those surgeons those new Porsches, okay? So as you can see by this chart, I'm not going to go through all this. The cliff notes of this, guys, is that as you get older, you lose side bend and lateral flexion characteristics in your lower spine. So the stuff and the movement that you were able to get away with for a long period of time doesn't fly in this age bracket right here. And this is where this is the danger zone. Even nowadays, it's like these guys are getting surgeries in their late 20s, okay? And so you have to respect what's going on with your age, what we need to do to create some better side bending characteristics so we can disperse energy a lot easier through this, what's called lumbosacral junction, okay? And here's what it looks like kind of in your golf and how it relates to that, and I'll show you a stretch right after, and here's how to do it. Okay, if you're still here, then obviously this topic interests you, and so the side bending characteristics, right? So remember, with age, we lose our mobility unless we work on it, okay? And so you notice a lot of the times, guys, there's so much like side bending that's being taught in the golf swing, and then that, that may create a stripe show, but a lot of the times as we get older, it can really injure our spine, okay? And so there's no such thing as a great golf swing for the spine, but there are some that are better than others, okay? And so you notice a lot of people, working on a lot of this, but I mean, if you look at Snead and Holgan and even Jack, right? They were a lot more up like this, okay? They didn't have all this sort of side bending going on, and they were able to play the Champions Tour, okay? And so this stretch right here, okay, is for the lateral ribs, okay? Now the lateral ribs, the ribs attached to the middle of your back, and the more flexibility you have in the middle of your back, you're going to be able to disperse the energy a lot easier than if you have a really tight rib cage, okay? A really tight rib cage is going to put a lot more undue stress into what's going on at the pelvis, okay? So I'm tucking my tail, squeezing my butt, reaching away at 45, palm facing up. I'm doing just a side bend. I'm pushing that elbow up to the ceiling, expanding my ribs, and holy cow, I can really feel that. That's held for 35 seconds. Maximal push here, elbow up, side bend, not too much of that, just a side bend, okay? 2 to 3 sets per side. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to DM me if you're interested in customized programs, and see you next time.